Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. I'm just chilling at the crib, sick as a motherfucking dog. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I don't got the camera on right now. You know what I mean? Shit looking a little bit crazy out this motherfucker. You feel me? Out here looking like Whoopi Goldberg and shit, hair all over the place. I'm out here looking wow. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to cut the camera off for the day, but we definitely going to get into some good boxing talk. As always, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, that'll be very much appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't on the last 2 days, man. My son got me sick. You know, he was sick beginning of the week. That shit carried over to me at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? My whole weekend, I just been battling this fever, runny nose. You know what I'm saying? Fatigue. I'm going up the steps of breathing hard than a motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, fuck, I just turned old overnight or some shit. You know what I'm saying? God damn. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, this the season, you know what I mean, where a lot of motherfuckers tend to get sick. Everybody at the gym sick. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, but hopefully I'll be good and ready to go by the holidays, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got some things to discuss going on in the boxing world. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the cherry pick gone wrong. Jaime Munguia knocked out in hometown in Tijuana by Bruno Surace. Is it Surace? I think it's Surace because I think he's French. So I don't think it's going to have like a little Mexican. I don't think it's going to have like a Hispanic accent on it or anything like that. My man got knocked out by Bruno Mars, cuz. We're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna touch these comments too. Pause. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure the likes is correct before I step. We got 6 people in the building. We got 6 people in the building. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's coming by and showing love. Yep, we got 6 likes with 6 people in the building. Thank you very much. We on the road to 3K. Well into the 2,400 mark. About to hit that mid 2,400 mark for real, for real. We getting through 2,400 quite easy. And we gonna hit that motherfucking 2,500 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob. Let's address these comments. I see Lorenzo. He talking about I got the suds. That's funny as shit. That's a SpongeBob reference for those of y'all who don't know. Big Soldier MX, he said, these Mexican, a.k.a. Golden Boy fighters ain't nothing without PEDs. Ryan Garcia next. Valdez, Jaime, and Cepeda Cook. They hate defense until it matters. Hashtag not like us. Shout out to the boy Big Soldier MX. I do find it funny how Oscar De La Hoya was pointing out Eddie Hearn for, you know, losing all these big fights. And, you know, these guys, you know, Golden Boy, they've been getting exposed little by little, man. If you notice, a lot of these guys, you know, under Golden Boy are guys who have dealt with Golden Boy in the past. They stepping up and, you know, they getting shitted on as a result. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Ryan Garcia, shit, he definitely next. You know, once them anti-doping agencies start really, you know, tracking him down and keeping tabs of what he doing, you know what I mean? He gonna start looking vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? Valdez, he just got stopped, but he a top-ranked fighter. Jaime Munguia, he just got stopped. They both got stopped for the first times in their career. Cepeda got exposed. You know what I'm saying? Looking to duck Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they hate defense until it matters. Yeah, they've been running. All right, well, they not getting flatlined and put on the canvas like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can learn something from them. You feel what I'm saying? Weary Cross said, what the fuck just happened? I mean, an upset. You know what I'm saying? These things happen, not just in boxing, but in all the sports. You know, not everything goes how you expect it to go. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it an upset. You know, Jaime Munguia, it didn't look like he was out of shape or anything like that. It didn't look like he was underprepared. It didn't even look like he underestimated the dude, honestly. I think the dude just exposed what we've been saying about Jaime Munguia this whole time. He has a lack of defense. And, you know, if you watch that fight, you know, the fight only went 6 rounds. But if you watch the fight, the dude Bruno was landing that right hand consistently throughout the fight. That one just was the money maker. You know what I'm saying? That was just the one that hit the motherfucker on the button. But if you really watch the fight, you know, can you say Jaime was, you know, winning the fight? Yeah, sure. You know, especially with the knockdown in the second round. But, you know, when you really, you know, assess the fight, you know, Bruno wasn't too far away in all honesty. You know, he might have been losing, but it was competitive. And he had moments where he was landing good counters on Jaime. But, you know, we've been saying this. I told you this was the reason why he was going to lose to Canelo. His defense is not up to par, ladies and gentlemen. Shy Rider Westsider, 23, what up? He said, salute Mazuma TV, salute. Coffee Plant said, how Mark Day? You know what I'm saying? I'm sick. I'm just trying to recover. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing really to it. Great Gambino, what up? The likes is free. Absolutely. Absolutely, the likes are free, ladies and gentlemen. Winter shit, not it. That's a fact. Great Gambino said black seed oil, liquid or pills from Plus Moose Next will get you right in 2 days. I'm gonna look into that, brother. I don't really know too much about that, but all right, yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Quarter boy began pressure cooked all year. Shit, it's starting to show. My boy Oscar de la Pase, what's going on, my brother? It's good to see you, man. He said salute to the Mazuma Nation. Absolutely, my brother. Chris Maldonado, what's going on, my brother? He said what's good, Mark. Hype for another stream. I appreciate you coming through, brother. Thank you. Coffee Plant said, Mark, you seen the new rebranded Benson Twitter? That shit named Ring Magazine, all red. Yeah, bro, I was talking about it the last time I came on live, bro. I was snapping because y'all know I fuck with Michael Benson, so to see him walk away because Turkey Al Sheik want to spread his money around, that shit kind of had me a little animated, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit pissed off by that, but, you know, I hope he got a good bag, you know what I'm saying, for giving up the channel. I mean, the page, you feel me? My boy Oscar be tripping. He said, threw something on the grill this morning to celebrate the hype job. Munguia getting knocked the fuck out. Shout out to the boy Oscar de la Pasa, man. We could definitely talk about that. Coffee Plant said he secured 5 M's. I heard 10 M's. Regardless, we don't know what the number is, but hopefully it's a great number. You feel what I'm saying? If he gave up his account, I don't know if that means he walking away from reporting boxing. If I was him, I'd just create another page. Shit. But I'll just rinse and repeat shit. If that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna build your pages up and sell them, fuck it. Go ahead and get that shit in. But you know what I'm saying? Salute to the boy Michael Benson, man. He kept me informed with the boxing world for a very long time. It's gonna be kind of interesting how the way that page is gonna be used now. Is Michael Benson still gonna be running the page? Is this no longer his? What's the situation? But we'll see in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob, man. We got 13 likes in the building. Thank you very much. All right, man. Let's talk about the cherry pick going wrong. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna keep this simple and sweet because, in all honesty, the fight didn't go that long. You know, it was 6 rounds. Like my amateurs do that in sparring. You feel me? So this was light work for the boy Bruno Surace. You feel me? You know, Jaime Munguia just came off of a loss against Canelo Alvarez. I believe that was his last fight. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I think this is Jaime's return fight since losing to Canelo. I could be wrong because, you know, he be a little active. So did he take back-to-back L's? No, he actually came back. No, never mind. No, I'm lying like a motherfucker. He came back 4 months later, and he beat an undefeated dude, stopped him late in the fight. His name was Eric Bazinian. And then he tried to spin the block, you know, 3 months later and try to close out the year strong and got his ass fried by Bruno Mars. You feel what I'm saying? So let's talk about it, man. Jaime Munguia just being his, you know, usual self, just trying to keep himself active. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that they was projecting to put him in some big fights later on. You know what I'm saying? They've been mentioning him with the Edgar Berlangas, you know, who also lost to Canelo Alvarez. They've been mentioning him with the Caleb Plants. They've been mentioning him with some big names. And, you know, with Top Rank, current, you know, I guess signing Jaime Munguia most recently, I'm sure that they was just gonna keep him a little busy, keep him as active as possible, so that when it was time to rumble, he'd be well prepared. Now, one of the biggest critiques about Jaime Munguia throughout his career is that dude, you know, he's pretty young. He's 28 years old. You know, he's considered to be in the prime of his career by typical boxer standards. You feel what I'm saying? And the man has 46 fights to date. 46 fights. Floyd retired with fucking 50 at about 40 years old. This man is 28 years old, and he's about to touch that 50 mark probably by the end of next year. So, you know, throughout the entirety of his career, the stranger, hold on, let me address this real quick. I've seen a lot of people saying this. Sorry, y'all. He said, I got to be real, Mark. That ref counted pretty fast. Well, look, man. A lot of y'all, and I'm not saying this is you, stranger, but I was making this point in the group chat earlier today. Y'all wasn't criticizing Tyson Fury referee for counting hella slow with Deontay Wilder. Y'all let that shit rock. And then y'all saying, oh, it's not 10 seconds, it's a 10 count. It's not 10 seconds, it's a 10 count. So Jaime Munguia get his dumb ass spark. And let's keep it real, he had no legs underneath him. You feel what I'm saying? He got up at 9. You feel what I'm saying? His legs were not underneath him. His head was not in the game. He was really hurt. And you can see after they sat his ass down in his corner that he still looked out of it. You know what I'm saying? If they would, and you know what's crazy? If they would allow that fight to continue and he would have battered Jaime Munguia some more, they would have said that the ref should have stopped it in the first knockdown. You can't really win. You can't really win. You feel what I'm saying? The legs was gone. He wasn't responding well, and I think the ref did a great job. You know what I'm saying? And with Jaime Munguia being as young as he is, he'll be able to bounce back. It's that extra amount of punishment that you don't need to take is what could take time off of your career. So, that was my assessment of it. It was a great stoppage. I agree with you, Coffee Plant. You know, I don't know how anybody else feels. I see a lot of people, you know, complaining for Jaime Munguia, but I just find it funny how, you know, while they got that slow ass count for, you know, putting Tyson Fury to sleep damn near, you know, everybody was running to the referee's defense. Oh, the referee's a hero. He allowed Tyson Fury to get up, and it's not 10 seconds. It's a 10 count. Okay. Well, based off of that logic, I mean, that this count can't be that fast because it's not 10 seconds, it's a 10 count. You feel what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia was out of it, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno would have brutalized him and probably would have stopped him, probably would have dropped him again and take some unnecessary punishment that he didn't need. It was a shot flush on the chin, you know, and Bruno was lining that shit up because if you watch prior to the knockdown, he stepped over to his right to get some leverage on that right hand. He seen the opening. He seen that Jaime Munguia lead hand was too low. He was not bringing that shit back. I'm sure that let me know that, you know, he either could make adjustments throughout the fight or he was studying some tape and noticing it. Because the way he stepped over to his right and shot that we call that a crackdown. You know what I'm saying? Like the overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't shoot it straight. He kind of looped it a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? He opened that shoulder up a little bit, cutting flush on the jawline. That let me know that he was practicing that, or that was something that he had drawn out already in play. That was premeditated, people. You feel what I'm saying? He stepped over to that right, shot that right hand. Jaime Munguia, I don't know if he didn't see it. He was looking directly at Bruno. I don't know if him stepping off of the line kind of blinded him from seeing that shot, but regardless, I think it's safe to say that he didn't anticipate it, which was why he wasn't able to take that shot. Now, this is another thing I want to say too, because people shitting on Jaime Munguia for getting knocked out with a dude who got a low knockout ratio, and I ain't gonna lie, it do look bad. You know what I'm saying? It do look bad because when we look at Bruno Surace, you know, KO ratio, you know, prior to the fight, he had 25 wins with 4 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So we would have never expected that Jaime Munguia would have got stopped by Bruno. Like, he didn't get stopped by Canelo, who we look at as a solid puncher. You know, Sergey Derevchenko, he's a solid puncher. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we see, you know, guys with low knockout ratios like this, I'm assuming that just right along with the matchmakers, we thought this was going to be a cakewalk for Jaime, because if you don't got power to stop Jaime Munguia, you know, he just going to keep coming forward and keep letting his hands go and overwhelm you. But that wasn't the case at all. You feel what I'm saying? This is another thing I want to say. And I've heard trainers say this multiple times. That's not my first time where I've seen people with low knockout ratios knock out people. You know what I'm saying? Upset victories. I've seen it happen at local shows all the time. When you are stepping in the ring, and this is not a small weight division they in either. These are big kids. You know, these grown ass men that I'm sure walk around pretty heavy. So these are grown men that, you know, might not have power, you know, in comparison to like an Arthur Beterbiev, but they could hold their own. You feel me? So when you rocking them 8 to 10 ounce gloves, everybody could punch. You see what I'm saying? I tell my amateurs this shit all the time, because especially when my amateurs make their debut, they be like, yo, these gloves so small, man. Like, I'm a really punish dude. I'm like, yeah, that's the right mentality to have, but also be humble enough to know that your opponent got those small gloves too. You feel what I'm saying? So just as hype as you are offensively, you got to be just as aware defensively. And, you know, Jaime Munguia has always suffered with this throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? He's took some flush shots throughout his career. You know, he got dropped by Canelo Alvarez a couple fights prior. So, you know, we knew that Jaime Munguia's chin could be cracked. We just didn't think it would happen from an individual like Bruno Surace. You feel what I'm saying? But with Bruno Surace, you know, remaining undefeated, he just put himself in the super middleweight picture. You know, amongst all these other, you know, people that's in the super middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? But from what I've heard, Jaime Munguia has a rematch clause. So I'm sure they're going to see us run it back, and we'll see if Jaime Munguia is able to avenge his loss. But, you know, this is why I respect fighters that don't get involved with tune-ups. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gotta respect how the way they move in a sense, because it's like, man, because it's not only like, oh, I don't fuck with tune-ups, I just want to fight the best type shit. And I'm not gonna fight a tune-up and they fuck around cash me lacking to fuck my money up. If I'm gonna fuck my money up, it's gonna be with an elite level fighter. You feel what I'm saying? There's two ways to look at it. And Jaime Munguia, man, like I said, 46 opponents, and there's only a handful of people that you can name that's actually notable. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bruno Surace, somebody who stopped him, wasn't even a notable name, honestly. But really check his resume, bro. Gabe Rosado, Gary O'Sullivan. Like, and I only know these guys because, I'm a boxing enthusiast. You feel what I'm saying? Liam Smith, Saddam Ali. You feel what I'm saying? But nobody really notable. I'll give him Saddam Ali because he beat Miguel Cotto and all that good shit. You feel what I'm saying? But Dennis Hogan, Gary O'Sullivan, Toriano Johnson, Gabe Rosado, Demetrius Ballard. Like, I know these guys, but they're, like I said, just because I know them doesn't mean that they're notable. And this is because the reason why he's going, I'm trying to see exactly how to say this. This makes Jaime Munguia look bad because he really did. For one, he didn't need to take this fight. He could have cooled out the rest of 2024. He came back, he bounced back off his loss against Canelo, beat an undefeated dude. Got the stoppage, all that good shit. He could have just cooled out and waited for a big opportunity. But now, because you wanted to take what you thought was going to be a tune-up, in all honesty, I don't know if Jaime thought that this was a tune-up. I don't know what his approach is, psychologically going into this fight, but I know that your handlers thought that this was going to be a tune-up. And that's why they put you in this situation. If they felt like he was dangerous, they wouldn't put you in that opportunity. They would rather have you take that risk with bigger money guys. You feel what I'm saying? Who was Saddam Ali best win? Miguel Cotto. He essentially, that was Miguel Cotto last fight. You feel what I'm saying? Cotto tore his bicep and all that good shit. You said Ali, Derevchenko. Yeah, I'll give him Ali and Derevchenko. But like John Ryder, it's like, all right, cool. That's a cool name, but it's like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, besides the Daniel Jacobs winning shit like that, bro, like, I don't really rate John Ryder like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You feel me? But I'll give him Ali and I'll give him Derevchenko. You feel me? But yeah, this is what happens, people. This is what happens when, you think shit's sweet. You think you got all the time in the world to make these big fights happen. You so sure that you're going to just dispose of all of your opponents. And you took this fight in Tijuana, man, and you thought this was going to be a cakewalk. You thought this was going to be a good look because you in your hometown. You people came out to see you. You know what I'm saying? This is going to really, this really going to beef up your fan base. You know what I'm saying? And you ended up embarrassing yourself. You know what I'm saying? There was no reason why. You didn't see that right hand. As soon as you seen that man step off of the line, you should have been turning right with him and keeping that lead hand up. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. This is one of the biggest upsets of the year. I rate this right up there with, what's crazy? Like, people saying like AJ Dubois, but I called that a 50-50 off the rip. I'm like, yo, whoever, get to whoever first, that's who gonna prevail. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. Dubois got to him first, and it was just downhill from there. Munguia versus Bruno Surace. I don't know not one person in the boxing community that picked Surace to win, especially by knockout. So this is one of the biggest upsets of the year, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If I think Bruno might walk away with this one, especially since recency bias and we at the end of 2024. This might be it. Fundora and Zoo. You know what I'm saying? That could be looked at as an upset because Zoo had a lot of momentum, but Fundora was still a top 54. You know what I'm saying? He was a notable name at 154. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an upset, but is it like the upset? Oh, no, because Fundora done been around the block, prior to that Tim Zoo fight. So I ain't going to be too shocked about that. Now Zoo and Bach were Mortazaliev. A lot of people didn't know Mortazaliev unless you was like a hardcore boxing fan. So that caught a lot of people off guard. So that's up there. But yo, Bruno might he might just walk away with this one. He might just walk away with this one. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Cherry picking going wrong. That's why you know what I'm saying, you should be taking the fights that's necessary. And you know what I'm saying? Not be out here just cherry picking, just looking for some, some easy work. Cause you might end up being the easy work. And that was what Jaime Munguia was at the end of the day. You got that knockdown in the second round. You know what I mean? You threw that right hand, delayed the left hook. He couldn't time it or whatever the case was. It was a little unexpected, little crafty move. But Bruno, he stood composed. He showed that he belonged in there. And, because of Jaime Munguia, and this is the thing about cherry picking, bro. If you slip with a cherry pick, I mean, you could make that motherfucker a star overnight. Turn on your camera. I'm fucked up, man. Why you want me to turn my camera on? You in the whole you in the room next to me. Why the fuck I gotta turn my camera on? You could just come see me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. I'm fucked up right now. Look at my motherfucking hair, y'all. Oh shit. Look at me. I'm sick, y'all. Chill out, y'all. But anyways, yeah, man. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I seen the viewers go up as soon as I turned my camera on. What the fuck? Oh wow. Yo, can somebody slap my girl with the wrench? I'm about to take her wrench. Oh yeah, I'm about to put her in timeout. You want to be a little dickhead? You look rough, gang. I mean, yeah, nigga. Yeah. That's what happens. I mean, I can't look like a model all the time, people. You know what I'm saying? If niggas sick, I mean, fuck everything up. Yeah, she be talking shit. She can't fight though, so I don't even know why she be talking crazy. Niggas who talk crazy usually got hands. I don't understand. But anyways, so what we getting into, y'all? What we getting into? I'm seeing this Gabe Rosado, fucking Edgar Berlanga talk, bro. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. I seen an interview with Gabe Rosado. He was talking about how they've been trying to cook up that fight for a while. And, the reason why he lost the bully, was because he wasn't motivated for Beckett because he already had knocked him out. And like, Gabe, stop it, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. You hit the motherfucking lottery with that knockout. You knew he was on your ass. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna give you that opportunity again, and he fucked you up. Just like keep it 1,000 like that. That's what happened. You feel what I'm saying? Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico. Neither one of y'all is from Puerto Rico. Neither one of y'all is from Puerto Rico. One nigga is from North Philly, up the block from where I was from. And, this nigga, Edgar Berlanga, this nigga that said he was from everywhere. Brooklyn. They said he said he lived, across from Brooklyn. Listen, neither one of y'all niggas is Puerto Rican. Y'all niggas not from the island. Yeah, he said Brooklyn versus Philly. Yeah, but at the same time, I heard him say Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico. But this is the thing overall. Edgar Berlanga. This is how I know that you really you got duck sauce in your blood, bro, because this is the highest your momentum has ever been in your career. Because for real, after you got dominated, fucked up by Canelo, a lot of niggas gave you props because they thought he was going to wash you and pack you up, get you up out of there. So why not take that momentum and get involved in some big money fights? You feel what I'm saying? You making the same mistake Jaime Munguia making. You feel what I'm saying? You think that money going to be around later down the line and all this shit. Bro, your career could be dramatically different after one bout. You feel what I'm saying? We seen it happen with Jarrett Hurd. We seen it happen with Jarrett Hurd, probably the biggest example. But there was a few times where niggas supposed to line some shit up and then they got upset in the process. And, you know what I mean? No fights were never presented. You know what I'm saying? Again. You feel me? Edgar chasing that IBF opportunity the last time I heard. Well, I mean, according to what Gabe Rosado saying, it seemed like he about to lock in that fight with Berlanga, and Berlanga been talking about that shit for a while. So, like I said, Berlanga, if you got all the momentum, if you got all the highest momentum of your career, you got people acknowledging you. You got people tuning into you now because you show heart and determination with Canelo. Why not use that as a way to maximize the motherfucking dollar signs? Because I'll tell you what, fighting Gabe Rosado is not going to generate the same amount of money that fighting a Caleb Plant would. It won't generate the same amount of. I mean, I was gonna say Jaime Munguia, but you know he caught up in some shit right now, so that fight done fell out the picture. You know, there's some other guys at 168 that you can make a lot more money with. Caleb Plant specifically, even a Jamal Charlo, honestly. Because even though like Jamal got like one foot out of boxing, you know what I'm saying? That's still a more intriguing fight that'll generate more revenue, in my opinion. But, you know, they had a BS build up for Canelo and Berlanga, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. They're about to do the same shit. If this fight is made, they're going to say the same. They're going to do the same bullshit, you know, formula, the same promotional tactic. Puerto Rico versus Puerto Rico. Two Puerto Ricans, they got a lot of heart. You know, Gabe Rosado, he got 1 million losses, but, you know, he always showed a lot of heart. Berlanga, he ain't proved shit. Got fucked up his last fight, but he got a lot of heart. So this is going to be an entertaining fight. This is going to be fireworks. Oh, fucking trash ass shit. Don't nobody want to fucking see that shit, bro. Y'all favorite Maul over Edgar Berlanga. I'll tell you what, if Jamal is himself, he'll beat Edgar Berlanga with a jab. I'll tell you that. I don't know where Jamal is at. You know, physically, mentally, I don't know where he at. But he is skilled enough and seasoned enough as a professional fighter to outsmart Edgar Berlanga in that boxing ring. Edgar Berlanga's IQ is extremely low, in my opinion. I never seen him. It's like the nigga just be freestyling in there. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he be freestyling in there. He don't look like he even set up any of his shots. When he fought that last dude, what was that dude from the UK name? No, I think he's an Irish dude. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I think his name was like, hold on. The dude had like a little awkward style to him. And like Edgar Berlanga stopped him, but it took forever to get to stop it. It was McCrory. When he fought McCrory, McCrory had very, very, no, it wasn't Quigley. No, it was Patrick McCrory. He ended up stopping him in the 6th round from what I see right here. But the thing about him, he showed very leaky defense. And you could clearly see that the right hand was available to Edgar Berlanga's disposal, but he would not see the shot until later on in the fight. He could have easily stopped him within the first 3 rounds if he landed that flush shot. Because one thing about Berlanga, he got power. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he don't got the intelligence to back up that power. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you could probably blame that on all the first round knockouts he had. He didn't have enough time to develop and grow and expand his IQ. But, you know, I can't, you know, but it is what it is. Ain't nothing that we can really do about that. That's just how the way they built him up. You feel what I mean? But he could have stopped McCrory a lot earlier. So once I seen that it was just so hard for him to actually see the shot when it was so visible, and let me know that he's not really a technician in the ring. He don't really be thinking in there. His IQ not really there. You feel what I'm saying? So from then on, and you know, yeah, Berlanga gets frustrated as well. He gets very frustrated in there. If you provide enough resistance, he'll get frustrated and he'll forget about the whole game plan and just try to fight you. Just like Teofimo. These dudes show a lot of immaturity in the ring. You know, when you watch Conor McGregor, and you know, I know this is a bit random, but you know, this is a good example. You know, when Conor McGregor got stopped by Floyd, right? They asked him, what was the hardest thing about Floyd? Like, what was it about Floyd that, you know what I mean, threw you off? He was like, it was his composure. It was his composure. He said, no matter what the man did, he just stood composed. He just stood composed the entire time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Floyd composure was just on a different level. If Floyd was a crash out dummy or whatever, he would have crashed out during that Zab Judah fight. That's where he showed real maturity. You feel what I'm saying? He showed real maturity in that motherfucking ring and got straight to business. You feel what I mean? These niggas don't have that quality. They don't know how to stay patient and just, you know what I mean, fight the fight. You feel what I'm saying? To stay and you know, not letting their emotions get the best of them. That's a lack of IQ. Because if you had a strong IQ in the ring, you know that losing your composure is like that could be the beginning of the end. You feel me? That's what lost Zab the fight for real. Yeah, and I think he fatigued a little bit as well. Zab always been known as like a 4 to 6 round fighter. You feel what I mean? Like he'll be on your ass the first 4 rounds, 4, 5, 6 rounds. Then he start to break down. You feel what I'm saying? And Zab got frustrated in there with Floyd because Floyd be having his little crafty ways about him, the forearm, and you know what I'm saying? He hard to touch, and he can hit you with some sharp shit that could he can hit you with some fast, sharp shit that you don't really see, sting your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So that's why I don't really trust Berlanga if he were to even fight any of these elite level dudes, whether it's Jamal or Plant. I think he'll actually stop Berlanga if we being real. And I know it sounds crazy, but Canelo didn't stop Berlanga. But so how is Plant gonna do it? He doesn't punch harder than Canelo. Okay, but this is the thing about Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant will lull your ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He'll pity pat you with some shit and be like, oh, he ain't got nothing, and then he'll turn one of them bitches over. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And put your ass out. Anonymous said Floyd kind of crashed out against Victor Ortiz, but he did wait for the opportunity, so I guess it was good patience. That's a completely different scenario, bro. Like this nigga Victor Ortiz was, how like some niggas be sneaky with the dirty shit, like like Bernard Hopkins, he was dirty. You know what I'm saying? But he was sneaky about it where the ref really wouldn't notice. I see Andre Ward do some little crafty shit too. Holyfield, you know what I mean? Like there's some niggas that could get dirty in there, but they'll play it low key and won't really get penalized for it. This nigga Victor Ortiz was throwing combinations, and then the headbutt will be part of the combination. The nigga will throw a 1-2-1 headbutt, 2-2-1. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it was so blatant, and Floyd, like, yo, nigga, you really trying to fuck me up beyond like these rules. So Floyd was like, all right, I got you. You want to play dirty? Let's play dirty. And that wasn't unusual for Floyd. A lot of people was like, oh, he did the same shit to Arturo Gotti. And he did the same shit with Shane Mosley. You feel what I'm saying? Shane Mosley dropped his hands and was talking. Floyd two-pieced him. Pop, pop. Arturo Gotti, he was talking to the ref. Floyd got a knockdown just from him lacking. So Floyd already told you. Floyd, he that type of fighter. That's a testament to his intelligence in the ring. Because one of the first rules they tell you is keep your hands up at all time. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself at all times is what I meant to say. And Floyd is a living example of what what could possibly happen to you if you don't protect yourself at all times. Floyd get a little dirty with the forearm too. He'll put the forearm in your face and get a little space. You're not even supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's been warned about it. He's been warned about it before, but he always seemed to get away with it. Floyd stepping on opponent's toes. That's so common though, bro. The sport, especially with southpaw and orthodox fighters, you see that shit all the time, bro. Niggas just stepping on each other's toes all the time. I see it in sparring. I see it in the fights. Like that's very common actually. But I even told my fighters to do that shit. When they step on his foot, fuck that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You said I love Floyd inside the ring, but outside he a fucking bum. I mean, Floyd is very disappointing, man. I'll tell you that. Very, very disappointing. And I heard Devin, Bill Haney did an interview with 78 Sports TV today. If y'all ain't see that, go check it out. He brought up a great point, and it was something that I had brought up years ago. And I always wanted to know what was going on with that, but nobody ever really spoke on it. Do y'all know that Floyd Mayweather has a brother? A brother. Same father that's a professional fighter right now, but gets very little help from Floyd Mayweather Jr. This man done help people that's not even his blood. Gervonta, Jalen Love, Badu Jack, you know, even Mickey Bay. He fucked Mickey Bay over, but Mickey Bay, Carmel Moulton, this new Dominican kid, I think he got on the scene. This nigga has a blood. I mean, whatever. Some people play that half shit. Oh, that's my half brother. I don't really play like that. You know what I'm saying? If that's your brother, that's your brother. I don't differentiate them. I don't categorize them. You feel me? This nigga has a brother by the name of Justin Mayweather. I don't know who trains him, Lorenzo, but I know that he gets very, very little help, if he gets any at all, from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather so invested in these Jewish motherfuckers, so invested in, you know, Israel, and oh, you sending over care packages to Israel, but your people over here starving. Brothers usually beef. That don't even matter, bro. Come on, dog. You know, come on. If you got the type of platform that you got with the snap of your finger, you can co-sign by. Look at who he co-signed that eventually got big, bro. This is how powerful Floyd Mayweather is. You know, in terms of like, you know, in terms of like, you know, influence in boxing. If he be like, yo, this nigga the truth, everybody gonna tune into that nigga. Look how everybody paying attention to Kurt Mel. Look how everybody's paying attention to Gervonta. Look what Gervonta became. Gervonta didn't become that without Floyd's cosign. But he was bigging up Earl Spence. Look what happened. Look at the look at the status that he got. Everybody started talking about him. You know, when Keith Thurman was calling out Floyd was like, man, why don't you fight this nigga right here? He the next up and coming champion. Blah blah blah. Earl Spence shot the fuck up after that. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, nah, man. Look, man. I don't do family members beef? Yeah, bro. I got a lot of family members I don't fuck with. I got a brother I don't fuck with. If we keeping it real, like I don't fuck with that nigga at all. It might be smoke when I see that nigga. But what I'm saying is, and it's been years since I've seen him, and it might still be smoke if I seen him. What I'm telling you is, you helping out all these niggas that's strangers. If y'all are part of the same fucking sport, and he, you know what I'm saying, even if he not as good as you, which I don't know. I doubt he's as good as you. I mean, especially if he's working with the other Mayweathers. I think he worked with Jeff Mayweather. You should be helping that man out. I got a brother on my dad's side, yeah. I didn't really grow up with him or nothing like that, but yeah. But a lot of people don't know that Floyd got a whole brother out here. So when Bill exposed that, I'm like, yo, I been knew that. Because on the Mayweather channel, he been on there. He been on there a few times. Do y'all know that Jeff Mayweather used to be Floyd's manager? He kicked Jeff to the curb. Floyd is a piece of shit, bro. Floyd is a piece of shit. Yeah, he kept his uncle. He take care of some people. Yeah, but you know what I mean? I don't know. Nate Jones, and this is a quote from Nate Jones. I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but fuck it. That was Floyd's best friend since the Olympics. Since they was teenagers, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he been working with Bill as well. Nate Jones came to my gym personally, and my dad had asked him, yo, I remember last time I said I wouldn't say his name, but fuck it. It is what it is. Nate Jones told my dad, Floyd is a great boxer, terrible person. And this is coming from day one niggas, bro. Day one niggas, bro. Bill was talking about how his kids be out here looking bum and brokey and all this other shit. And Floyd even admitted, oh, you know, when they stop listening, that's when you just cut them off. Nigga, that's your kids. I already know my son gonna be hard-headed. If we going off the Zodiac and all, I already know my son hard-headed right now. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, 1 year old, don't be trying to listen. He don't be trying to move when I tell him to move. He be trying to headbutt me. He be slapping shit on my hand. I already know what type time he gonna be on. But you think I'm gonna give up on him? The day I give up on him is when I feel like I'm no longer a man. Muhammad Ali had a brother that boxed and fell back so Ali could do what he needed to do to be the greatest and never left his side. You know who got the same exact situation? Triple G and his brother. Triple G and his brother was boxers at the same time in the amateurs. When Triple G turned pro, his twin brother fell back from turning professional. They said he was pretty good too. They said he was the goods too. They said he fell back and just looked over like, you know, he helped him out, stood by his side on the business sense. So Triple G got a whole, I don't know if his brother, I think his twin brother. They said that nigga was a beast. I think his name was Max or some shit. Yeah, they was both, and there was people saying that, you know, he wasn't like he was a technician in there. Like they said that nigga was nasty. But they said when Triple G turned pro, he decided not to and fell back and was just helping him from a business sense. Yep, that's a fact. That's what people don't know. I heard about that shit a while back. I think like HBO had like a little episode talking about that shit. Floyd gave up on his kids from, you know, when Bill, watch that live. When Bill and Floyd was arguing on the live. He said, man, you got your kids out here in the streets. Why the fuck, nigga, you touch 500 million and your kids out here, you know, looking lost and shit out here in these streets. He said that he had to stop people from fucking with Floyd kids and all types of shit. And he was like, you couldn't even say thank you, nigga. I looked out for your kids. You wouldn't even say thank you. And Floyd was like, kids gonna do whatever the fuck they want. And when they don't want to listen, that's when you disconnect yourself from them. I'm like, what? I said, oh, that's how I know that just because you there financially, it don't equate to you being a great father, man. I don't give a fuck if you pay every bill in your baby mom crib. I don't give a fuck if you pay your baby mom on the regular. I don't give a fuck if you buy your son all his clothes. If you're not there emotionally and physically for your son or a daughter, whoever the fuck, you was a bum-ass dad, bro. For you to be a real dad, you got to cover every aspect, bro. Niggas think because they cut a check, you know what I mean, they ain't a real nigga. Because they cut a check, they a real nigga. You ain't no fucking real nigga, cuz. You was a bum. You was a fucking bum. You ain't there for your kids. You're not physically there. If you ain't showing up, you know what I'm saying? Niggas on trips and nigga putting money into all these hoes and his kids out here, you know, looking for $1. He got 5, 6 bitches talking about, oh, one is close to none. Nigga, you paying all them bitches. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Don't nobody fuck with Floyd goofy ass for him. Yup. And money don't change you, from what I've heard. Money just maximizes who you are. So if you a corny ass nigga, clown ass nigga, putting a couple mil in your bank account will make you a bigger cornball / corny ass nigga. You feel me? It maximizes who you already are. Look what happened with Lil Durk and them. Nigga grew up gangsta ass niggas. They put a couple M's in their bank account. Now they bigger, more gangsta ass niggas. Same shit with King Von and all. You put money in niggas' laps, it's gonna maximize whoever the fuck they is. You feel me? That's the reality. I should have muted that. My fault. But yeah, man. So what we talking about? There's some real motherfuckers with it who use it correctly. That's a fact. Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't grow up with much. You know what I'm saying? Lower middle class, you know what I'm saying, type family. Saying real, like I said, real impoverished neighborhood. I done showed y'all the statistics and all. My dad, he ain't really start getting his finances and shit together. In my opinion, he could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he in the chat, but he ain't really start, being like on top of his shit until he opened the gym, and that was like 5 years ago. But one thing about my father though that I remember, and this is how you know the little shit, bro. You remember as a child. My dad called me every night. My dad I remember I was playing. I didn't even give a fuck too much about it. It was just a way for me to leave class early. I played basketball in elementary school. My dad would show up to my games, bro. I would barely get in the fucking game, but he would come to my games. My dad had a suspended license at the time. He would drive me to all my tournaments, all my wrestling tournaments, all around Pennsylvania. He'll take me. I would go with my dad every weekend. He never told me no. We'll take taxis. If we wasn't taking the bus, we would take taxis. My dad went on a taxi ride with me, went to the bowling alley, just me and him. We go fishing. This the little shit that I remember. Was he like the most financially responsible? Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? But my dad was a real father. I take that shit over a nigga who just give me money and disappear any day. Any day. The goal is to provide every way possible, physically, emotionally, financially. But if you lacking in the financial area, first of all, that don't equate to you being a bum ass father. That's first of all. You know what I'm saying? The money will come. You feel me? If anything, I feel like that's the least important aspect of being a father. That's the least. I genuinely feel like financially being there is probably the least important aspect of being a father. Kids need love over money. Yeah. Yeah. My son gonna be loved. My son got his own bank account and all, so he gonna be taken care of, life insurance. He gonna be taken care of financially too. I already set that shit straight. But the being there emotionally and physically, that's what's gonna be the standout. You feel what I'm saying? And shout out to my real fathers out there that did have an example. Like, y'all niggas is admirable, bro. Like, I had an example. I knew what to follow. And I had a good stepfather too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like the best emotionally and all that, but I was never needing of anything. You feel me? So I had good male role models to, take from, to learn from. Shout out to the real fucking fathers out here that never had a father figure, grew up with their mom, grandma, whoever. Like that shit is really admirable because it's easy to just fucking walk away and be a bum ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Be a deadbeat, whatever the case is. I mean, because there's niggas who grew up with fathers and they still deadbeats. They won't even come see their child. Nigga, how can you come see? How can you just know you got a child and don't even see them? The fuck, nigga. I went through some shit where they was shit. I had a fight for my child, and I fought for nearly a year. I fought nearly a year, bro, in and out of court, getting custody agreements, made. Had to show my worth to these motherfucking crackers, bro. And I would have kept fighting till that nigga was 18 if necessary. I would have put up every fucking dollar, bro. Even if it meant me getting evicted out my crib or whatever. If I got a crash on my mom's sofa, I'm gonna fight for mine. You know what I mean? Shit ended up getting better later on, and things got more cooperative. But I had to fight for mine, and I'm just glad this shit got situated before he could, recollect shit. You feel me? See, that's some real nigga shit right there. Look at that. Been a time I had to go from America to Japan every 2 months to see my kids when me and the wife was beefing. Well, first of all, salute my brother, because that's a crazy ass effort. Do you know how long a flight is from America to Japan? For you to do that, and that's not cheap neither. So the fact that you did that persistently until you and your wife worked it out, that's a beautiful thing, bro. That's fucking insane, bro. And I was reading this study too that fathers from this generation on average spend 3 times more time with their kids in comparison to previous generations. So shout out to my real fathers out there. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And second of all, I'm glad you and your wife worked it out. I mean, I ain't had that same situation. I got a beautiful woman now that, was really good to me and shit like that. She was clowning me in the chat, but she's a great woman, bro. She loved my child like her own. You know what I'm saying? She let me do my thing. She mind her business and all that, but you know what I'm saying? If I need alone time with my child, she give me that. I don't had the same situation, but I'm glad that you and your wife worked it out. I mean, not only for yourselves, but for your kids. You feel me? That's a beautiful thing. Not everybody can say that, including myself. So salute for keeping that household together. Salute. That's a beautiful thing. I could talk about fatherhood all day, bro. Like that's, like besides boxing, that's probably like one of my most passionate topics to talk about. Where you going? You talking shit in the chat? I'll beat you the fuck up, nigga. Yeah, you see how she be quiet? You see how she be quiet when the fuck we in person? Yeah. Talk that gangster shit. Swing on your ass. But I ain't gonna lie, the boxing news kind of dry right now. You know what I'm saying? The Jaime Munguia shit probably been the biggest thing to talk about. Besides that, what y'all think about this? Bill Haney said, I'm about to take this NyQuil right now. Give me that shit. What's wrong with you?
I don't know how you ask.
I ain't asking. Beat you the fuck up in these streets. Oh, hell no. Oh, man, you grimy.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm just playing, man. But,
What is this?
Huh? I was getting that together, yo. Chill out. They ain't even your side of the bed to be talking shit.
You're on my
Stay
side
your
of the
funky.
bed.
This my whole bed.
You know what?
This whole shit is my side. The hell wrong with you? I'm trying to talk to these. I got 19 people in the building. You better respect my chat, cuz. Anyway, Mark about to hit her with the clothesline from hell. That's a fact. I be fucking her up too. I be choking her out. Allegedly. They choking her out, poking her, plucking her. I be fucking her up. She be biting me and shit on some Mike Tyson shit. I don't be with none of that. Hit her with elbows like John Jones. Break her ass up.
Let me say your number one fan.
Who my number one fan? Talking about Thomas?
Yeah.
We smacked that nigga with the wrench. We banned his ass.
Oh, why?
Because he was being a fag. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I didn't say the full words, so I think I'm cool. She was asking about Thomas, y'all. I said we don't got Thomas in the chat no more. You know what he said? I think we was talking about food. I don't remember. He said, Mark, stay eating something. You might as well eat me. I said, oh, yeah, you got to go. We ain't with all that. We ain't with all that Gipper shit. You heard? Yeah. My girl said that Thomas was my number one fan. He definitely was. But, you know what I mean? We don't be on that Caitlyn Jenner shit. You heard?
You should have known he was since you know about like hair types.
Huh? Yeah. He asked me what my hair type was. I didn't even know what it was. I had to go do research. And I'm like, oh, I'm 2C. I didn't even know I had wavy hair till that nigga asked me. I don't know what the fuck type time he was on. You know what I'm saying? He probably watching right now. Saw this shit, he can't comment. You feel me? Yeah, Blade shit. That's a fact. Yeah, he said, do you know your hair type? I'm like, nigga, what is that? I had to Google it. I pulled one of my fucking hairs on my beard. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to match it up and shit. I said, who the fuck? So yeah, I'm a 2B, 2C. Shit. But oh yeah. No, look, man. The WBO did that with who the fuck they just did that? They did that with Keith Thurman. Anonymous. He said you didn't talk about the WBO shutting off Spence. Shout out to the WBO. I seen a lot of people talking about, oh, that's corruption. Oh, listen, man. 154 as stacked as it is. Why the fuck would they allow Earl Spence to fight for their title? You feel what I'm saying? Why the fuck would they allow Earl Spence to fight for their title? He's never competed in that division. He ain't fighting, I don't know how fucking long. He got stopped in his last fight, and all of a sudden he about to compete for the WBO? For what? When we got Terrence Crawford walking around, who not only is a WBA champion, but was the WBO champion at welterweight. So he's more than eligible for fighting for the title. Thurman used to call him the WB no. He just Saudi. He's Saudi. He thought his ugly ass thought he was gonna move up and fight Tim Tszyu for the title. Nah, that's what happens when you trying to be like a opportunist. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to be an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? You trying to find your way. You don't want to fight. You don't want no tough fights. You only just want the belt. Cause keep it real. If Keith Thurman would have beat Tim Tszyu some way, somehow, and got that motherfucking WBO title at 54, oh, he would have held that motherfucker hostage. He probably would have never fought for another 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a bunch of bullshit like that. I'm glad they didn't give him the opportunity. And they keeping their energy consistent. We don't give a fuck how big of a star you is. We don't give a fuck how you fill up the Cowboy Stadium. What the fuck makes you more worthy of fighting for our belt in comparison to everybody else that's in our division, that actually compete in our division? You have yet to fight at 54 at a high level. Why would we give you that? What makes you more, credible for the belt in comparison to Terrence Crawford, who beat you? Like, how does that even work? If they did it to Thurman, they need to do it to Earl. So salute the WBO for that. And no, this ain't corruption. It's rules. It's rules. Bill and Jalil Hackett dad was going back and forth. I'm not really paying that too much mind because I know they not fighting anytime soon. So why even, put any energy into that? You know what I'm saying? Like Jalil at 47, they keep talking about how he having shitty weight cuts and, you know what I'm saying? So he might make his move up to 54 soon. You feel what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he talking about he wanted to take a year off so he could defend the left hook well. Keeping it. This is what Bill Haney said though, y'all. He said that he gonna stay out. He said that Devin wants to stay out of the ring for a year so he could practice keeping his right hand up to avoid that left hook. I agree. Jalil need to try to get that back. Just like Jaime Munguia. He need to try to get that back. He need to go fight Bruno Mars' ass and put that fire to him. But I know that's going to be a tough mental battle for Jaime because Jaime, if he didn't believe in anything, I think he believed in his chin. You feel what I'm saying? So for him to get sparked like that, to get stopped like that in your hometown in front of your folks, bro, that got to be a real demoralizing thing to experience. Jalil dad talking greasy. Yeah, Dev came out and threw a shot at Jalil after losing. You kicking a man while he down. So, of course, his father going to feel away. But like I said, I highly doubt anything comes of that. They're not going to fight. So who cares? What Jalil got? 10 fights? 10, 11 fights? Devin not going to look at that fight. He got bigger fish to fry, right? Yeah, Jaime used to block punches with his face. Yeah, he couldn't block that one though. He couldn't take that shot. He couldn't take that shot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My fault. I was just holding it. I ain't even drinking it. Jalil having a hard time. It looked like it. You ain't see the Pete Dobson fight? Pete Dobson, he looked like he was on rocks. Then Eddie Hearn said that he had a hard time making the weight this time too. On a scale, Jalil didn't look bad, but if Eddie Hearn saying that he had trouble with the weight and Jalil and them not denying it, then it gotta be true, right? I just find it funny how, maybe this is me digging a little too deep. I find it funny how, like, all these, black fighters, they be having smoke for each other. But when these promoters, start talking greasy about them in interviews, they don't be having shit to say. They always got energy for the people that look like them. Always want to talk crazy, but for promoters, they stay their ass shut. Do I think Dev and Ryan rematching eventually? Can you know how the fight's gonna be even bigger? This rematch between Ryan and Dev, with everything that just happened, bro. Everything that just happened. Besides the first fight and how chaotic that fight was and how action-packed it was, all the drama that followed after that. The PEDs, you know what I'm saying? The arguing back and forth, the lawsuits, niggas getting sued. True, genuine, personal beef. Like, this rematch is gonna go crazy. It'll be dumb for neither one of them to not rematch each other. Ryan talking about he don't want to rematch Dev. He not gonna give Dev a rematch. I don't know. I just think that financially, if we speaking from a business aspect, the rematch gonna do way crazier numbers. Cause that shit got so chaotic, that whole situation. That shit leaked out to the mainstream. We had like mainstream blogs talking about the fight. And once you tapped in with the motherfucking mainstream media outlets, that's how you know you got people attention. Ryan postponed the exhibition. He hurt. Word. I'm not even tapped into that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really care for neither one of that. That shit was cringe as hell. The Asian boy was like, fuck you. Asian boy talking about fuck you and threw a piece of paper at Ryan and all this shit. Like, bro, that shit was ass, bro. That shit was ass. Like, we not feeling that, bro. It ain't no real fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Ryan probably would have hit you with a left hook, had you dancing in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't care about no fights, bro. Like, exhibitions don't count. Fuck you. Yeah, talking crazy. And Ryan was just like, fucking goofies. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't feeling that, cuz I don't be, you know what I mean? There ain't no real fight, bro. So, like, why are we even talking about this? We don't even know who the nigga is. They say he beat up on Pacquiao or some shit like that. I mean, the Asian boy, he fighting, but, you know what I mean? Like, what's the relevance of it? I'm all about pushing, and I say this all the time, I'm all about pushing the boxing culture forward, right? A PED user not pushing the boxing culture forward. You feel what I mean? So I don't support Ryan Garcia. Anything that contributes to the dysfunction of boxing, I don't support. I don't support Ryan. So why the fuck would I care about an exhibition? It don't count. You know what I'm saying? And it's low key him trying to get out of trying to get out of the suspension or stay active during the suspension. No, you're a fucking drug cheat. You need to sit your ass down until April 20th of 2025. Serve your time like a man, bitch. Trying to come out and get house arrest, nigga. Sit your whole ass in that cell until it's time for you to come out. Fuck, nigga. And that's the thing. Ryan probably lying about the injury. He probably lying about the injury. Because y'all heard Oscar De La Hoya was like, yo, hold up. Y'all can't make this fight without our permission. We got the rights to Ryan Garcia. If y'all niggas follow through with this fight, we gonna sue y'all. Ryan Garcia stood his ass in his little corner like a little bitch boy. You know what I mean? He got a little reality check that he ain't no fucking boss. And all of a sudden, I'm injured. I can't fight. Nah, nigga. You was trying to go around De La Hoya. They called you out on it publicly, embarrassed you. So now you tucking your tail because you don't want to get sued. You already got enough lawsuits going on. You was getting sued by these supplement. Them supplement companies were threatening to sue you because you was lying on them. You know what I mean? Logan Paul and them niggas was gonna sue you because you was talking shit about Prime. Now Devin Haney suing you because you a fucking drug cheat. Yeah, he's a liar, bro. Why do we trust anything that Ryan Garcia say? This nigga said that he was taken into the woods and he watched shit happen to little kids. Like he says some of the most outlandish shit. Like he's like low key like a schizophrenic, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just find it funny how Ryan pulling out with an injury now that Oscar De La Hoya don't want they cut. Nah, y'all niggas can't do that. Nah, y'all can't do this fight. Y'all need to get our permission. And the only way y'all could get our permission is if the money look right. The money probably ain't look right. They probably wasn't trying to give Golden Boy what they was looking for, so they just threw the bout away. To not embarrass Ryan publicly, he probably said he had an injury. Okay, cool. I'm all about pushing the boxing culture forward. If you contributing to the dysfunction of boxing, boxing is already dysfunctional as it is. So if you contributing to it or looking to make it worse, I can't support you. You feel what I'm saying? And there was fighters that I was fans of coming up, and they showed their true colors, and I had to walk away from them because they contributed to the BS in boxing that we don't need. I used to fuck with Keith Thurman. He's a fucking goofy. You feel me? I even fucked with Tyson Fury a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was a trash talker. He used to walk it like he talking, bro. I thought he was a funny nigga. He's still funny. Well, once the drug shit came up and I had to step away from him. Conor Benn, I used to fuck. I like how the way Conor Benn fight. But once I seen that shit, with him, you know what I'm saying, being on that shit, I had to step away from him. Fight week tomorrow. What's your thoughts on it? They just announced Pacheco and Steven Nelson too. Conor Benn got the exact style that I fuck with. That boxer puncher style, hand speed, explosiveness. I'm trying to give it to you. I like the hand speed, explosiveness, how well conditioned he was in the ring. But now I gotta question everything. I never believed he could beat Boots, but I fucked with him. He said Eddie trying to make Pacheco a star. He headlining his own shows. This is where I think Eddie Hearn is at right now as a promoter. Eddie Hearn is in this mind frame now where he feel like he a big enough promoter where he don't need to be babying niggas no more or any of that. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, if I'm gonna be putting all this money on y'all niggas, we about to see if you really worth this bread I'm dishing out. Because if you not, you getting cut. You feel what I'm saying? I think Eddie Hearn just at that point where like he letting his nuts hang. Pause. So it's like, if I'm gonna be putting, this nigga said he put millions of dollars into Mark Castro's career. Mark Castro, bro. So he probably in a mind frame where it's like, if I'm gonna be putting all this motherfucking money up, it better be worth my while at the end. You feel what I'm saying? So he doing some spring cleaning out this motherfucker. He out here, he dusting all the cobwebs off. If you don't belong, you need to get the fuck out the way. So I think that's why he been matching these guys all tough. You know what I'm saying? You want this? What Dave Chappelle told Told that robber on that World Series of Dice, he's like, "You want this bankroll, nigga?" That's the type time. That's the type time Eddie Hearn on. You want this bankroll, nigga? You gonna have to earn this shit. You got to take this shit from me. So that's why he matching everybody tough. It's purposely. He trying to see who real and who not. I think that's exactly why he did what he did with Subrel. He was like, all right, we about to match you up with this tough little Australian nigga right here. We seeing that you could be outboxed. So he probably like, oh man, let me kick this nigga to the curb. He had just signed them. He was like, oh, this nigga already fumbling the bag. All right, let's get him up out of here. We ain't dealing with him no more. Yeah, look, man. Look, Mark Castro, I heard that nigga was a sensational amateur. And this is what people got to understand. Just because you are a good amateur does not mean that you'll translate in the pros. Great amateur does not necessarily equate to being a great pro. Especially if you have an amateur style. If you have an amateur style, it's going to be a whole process in the transitioning you into a pro. Because it's two totally different settings. All right, you got boxing gloves on, all that, but the rounds are longer. More rounds on top of that. The minutes of, well, open class, they do 3-minute rounds. So the rounds aren't longer, but there's more rounds. You feel what I'm saying? The pace slows down dramatically. I even believe the scoring criteria is different. You feel what I mean? You gotta be more calculated. You gotta slow things down. You gotta learn how to sit on your punches. Because in the amateurs, it's all about just outlanding motherfuckers. You ain't gotta sit down on your punches. That's why if you notice a lot of amateur styles, especially in America, they slap their punches. And the pros is like, all right, we got really settle shit down. You feel what I'm saying? And really turn these bitches over. You know what I'm saying? We got to punch with the intention of hurting, not punching with the intention of, outlanding or outworking somebody. You know what I mean? And Mark Castro probably done had some difficult, he probably had a difficult transition, and maybe he's not as understanding of the program as the amateurs. That's very possible. There's going to be a lot of amateurs we see that were sensational amateurs, but won't do as well in the pros. Now, we had great amateurs that, became great pros. Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones, Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn. Shit like that. But there's also some fighters who, with sensational amateurs, beat all these fucking crazy names and don't really do no shit in the pros in comparison to the amateurs. Said Mark, who's your favorite prospect at this point in time? I like Abdullah Mason. I like Carmel. I think his last situation was a little fishy. I don't know what was up with that. I knew that nigga was lying. You feel what I'm saying? I fuck with Abdullah Mason though. I fuck with Carmel. I like Andy Cruz, even though he's already ranked in sanctioning bodies. Andy Cruz looking better each and every time he come out. There's this kid from Philly that a lot of people don't know, and I think that he's gonna be pretty good. His name is Isaiah Johnson. He's Nair Albright's brother. I think if he stays, if he plays his cards right, he can make some noise. Good hand speed, good boxing. You know what I mean? There's a few prospects from Philly that's, on the come up that I think is gonna make a lot of noise, bro. You feel me? Zhu Shimon was a 2-time gold medalist, and his transition to the pros was a big dud. Hey, man, look, I mean, we could say the same shit. I mean, his career ain't done yet, but look at Robesi. Robesi, then he lost his pro debut. I think the nigga lost. I think I was there when he lost his pro debut. Coffee plant. You said who's that kid who Boost called him white chocolate? You talking about Christian Cardo? Christian Cardo nasty. I had one of my amateurs spar Christian Cardo. Very fast, intelligent, great angles, fast hands, fast feet. He got some punching power too. Accurate puncher. You know what I'm saying? He got a good record too, man. And he sells a shitload of tickets. He's a hot name in Philadelphia. If we got Christian Cardo on the card, you better have a lot of seats. Because he got the Italian community in Philly on lock. Christian Cardo could fight, for sure. But I don't think they really rushing his career all like that because, he come from money and shit like that. So they ain't really tripping. You know what I mean? They taking their sweet ass time. Andy Cruz, nasty. I haven't met him yet. Every time I went to Bosie's, he wasn't there. Like he was either away for a fight or he wasn't at camp. I like damn. There's this kid named Isaiah Johnson. He just beat the boy Kevin Johnson. That's long ago. The dude who just lost to Keyshawn Davis' brother. They had Coach Bullet over here and all. I'm trying to think what the fuck this other dude name was. Yeah, Kevin Johnson, the sparring king. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Damn, bro. Steve Cunningham Jr., he nasty. He trained out of our gym. He nasty. Oluwafemi Oyeliye, 154 prospect. I like his chances against a lot of these dudes at 54 though. I ain't gonna lie. No, Bullet trains Kevin. I think he was there with Kevin Johnson. Wyatt some interviewed him and he was there with Kevin Johnson. Yeah, Steve Cunningham got two sons that box, I think. He got a little young boy. I forgot his name. But Steve Cunningham Jr., his oldest son, he trained out of our gym whenever he's in camp and shit like that. I think he going through like some military shit right now. Do I think Bullet a good trainer? I mean, I don't know. I can't really call it because I never seen him in the gym working. You feel what I'm saying? Like I seen Bozy work. I've seen my dad work. I've seen Coach Sharon work. I've seen Rasheem Jefferson work. I could make assessments about them. You know what I'm saying? I've seen film of Robert Garcia working. I've seen film of Freddie Roach working. I never seen Bullet. I don't know what his philosophy is. I don't know what his training regimen consists of. I can't really speak on that. Scooter Davis, I've been hearing about him. I like that kid Chop Chop too, the one Robert Garcia got. Robert Garcia got some killers, bro. I would love to watch them like on a sparring day. Yo. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, young boy. Fuck out of here.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Why are you talking to me?
Because I can. Fuck out of here.
I don't think there's nothing to me.
No, not DeMarcus Corley. No. I'm talking about Albert Gonzalez. Yeah, Robert got a whole system though, just like Bomac. Bomac got a few trainers that he work with. You know what I'm saying? Robert Garcia, he gets help from his son Pita and shit like that. He got a whole system in there because he got so much fighters. And sometimes they be fighting on the same date. So they be having to like, because he trained amateurs too. So the nigga will have like team A rock out with the amateurs while he go over with team B for their pro John. You know what I'm saying? Like he really got the shit worked out, bro. And eventually when I open my own gym and shit, because you know, not everybody gonna turn pro, obviously. I would like to, cause this is the thing though, bro. You know, it speaks volumes to who you are as a coach when not only you could build fighters, but you could build coaches too. Like if you could teach a fighter to fight, yeah, you doing it. But if you could teach a coach to be an elite level coach, you goaded, cuz. Robert got a whole system. That shit work, bro. I'm telling you. Cause I'll tell you this. Ain't no way he doing it by there's no way you got that many fighters that could do that on your own. Bomac the man though. I still forgot to reach out to him. I got once I get over this sickness and shit, bro. Holiday, let the holidays go by. I'm gonna bring him on here, man. We gotta talk about Keyshawn. We gotta talk about Bud next move. Probably could do that in January. Rolly did do some snake shit. The bullet fighters fuck over trainers every day. You know, everybody always talk about what the fighters go through. Trainers, some of the most fucked over people in the entire sport of boxing, if not the most fucked over people. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? It ain't, you know, look what Earl did to Derrick James. They came up from the bottom, bro. When nobody knew who the fuck Earl was. Made him a decorated amateur, took him to the pros, made him a unified world champion. Cotto fucked over, yeah, yeah. I heard a lot of fucked up stories about Cotto. Cotto's a piece of shit, bro. And I know that from people who used to work with him, like Cutmans, they used to work with him. Dog, trust me. Cotto been a piece of shit. That's why I don't really fuck with him at all. I recognize him as one of Puerto Rico's great fighters. Yeah, you know, he did some historical shit. He was a star. He ran a fucking bag up. Good fighter. But Cotto been a piece of shit. Y'all peep, niggas ain't even know. He was in Hamburg, Germany. He was in Hamburg, Germany for that WBC convention, but you ain't see no interviews from him. He turns down interviews. He don't like to take pictures. He don't like to sign autographs. I heard some shit where he was at a gas station in Puerto Rico and this handicapped person came up to him trying to get a autograph in a picture, and he was like, nah, like waved him off and kept it moving. I'm like, wow. That's like, you know, if you got like an annoying heckler fan type John, it's like, all right. But it's like to do that to a disabled person, bro, you a different type of piece of shit. Yo, fuck how busy you is. And you was at a gas station in Puerto Rico, nigga. You wasn't that busy. And Tito wasn't never admitted, but Tito Trinidad don't fuck with Cotto neither. Cause he know he a piece of shit. Yeah, Cotto put it out here like he a humble dude. And he played like he like this humble dude, and you know what I'm saying? But just because you quiet don't mean that you a humble person. Just because you don't talk don't mean you a humble person. People need to learn how to differentiate that. You could be a quiet to yourself person and still have some piece of shit tendencies. Like my girl. She be quiet all the time and she really a piece of shit. It's like, no, my baby is a sweetheart. I'm just fucking around. But no, Kodo a piece of shit though. Real shit. Oh, Shockey posted a photo of him. Yeah, why Kodo ain't do no interviews? So you think Cotto is jealous that he never got the absolute love Tito gets from the island? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because he got a lot of love from the island, honestly. Puerto Rico love that man. Not like Tito, but they love that man. When you talk amongst Rican people and I was to talk about Cotto like that, I'm going to piss some Rican people off. Rolly versus Frank Martin on the Spence Fedora undercard? Really? Oh, man, Frank Martin going to fuck Rolly up. Oh, man, that's going to be Rolly retirement, John, right there. Frank about to fuck Rolly up, bro. That's a bad matchup for Rolly, bro. That's a good fucking fight, though. I ain't gonna lie. I would have liked this fight more if he wasn't, scary. Like pre-Tank Rolly, I would have loved this fight. Frank saving an extra 5 pounds. Oh man, Frank Martin. But look, man, y'all niggas, he was green. Yeah, he got flatlined by Tank, but that's Tank, bro. Tank is, he up there. It's just different levels from an experience standpoint, all that. For Frank Martin to start late in boxing, how he did, and have that type of, boxing ability. It's impressive, bro. Frank Martin could really rumble. He gonna fuck Rolly up bad if they fight. I just hate this thing where it's like, yeah, if you lose or you get knocked out, like you a bum. It's like, no, that's not what it is. It just some shit just don't work out in people's favor sometimes. That's just how that shit go. Like Earl got stopped by Bud, but Earl's still Earl. Who you think had the best late start success in boxing? Deontay Wilder, one of them. This nigga hopped in the ring when he hopped in the gym when he was 21. WBC champion. One of the biggest punches in boxing history. 10 title defenses. Ty Muhammad Ali. Rolly said he can't make 140. I never heard of Rolly missing weight, so I don't believe that. Sergio Martinez definitely up there. Shout out to my boy Maravilla. He was just in Atlantic City. I seen one of my friends, Catherine, the one that got me in tune with Tito Trinidad. Took a picture with him. And my dad is a fan of Sergio Martinez. You know what I'm saying? And for my dad to be a fan of anybody, you got to be the truth. Because my dad don't like nobody. Wilder was rocking. Yeah, he was working for Coca-Cola. This nigga Wilder was a waiter at IHOP, I think. I think Ray Mercer was another one. I mean, is Bernard Hopkins considered a late starter? I don't know if he was a late starter, but I think he was always in boxing. He just did a jail sentence and then got back in the mix. Who's my dad's favorite fighter today? I'm not sure. What's crazy? My dad rocked with Tank though. That's what's funny. Like he don't really be giving a fuck about like what niggas be doing outside of the ring, but like as a fighter, he fuck with Tank. Ironically, he also like this new kid, this up and coming kid at welterweight. What the fuck is his name? My dad be really locked in on Puerto Rican fighters. Let me check the welterweight rankings, bro. Cause I think he be fighting on Pro Box. I think his name like Nick Flies. Nicholas Flies. Yeah, Nicholas Flies. My dad fuck with Nicholas Flies. Yeah, he a welterweight. But my dad was watching him fight the other day and was really impressed by him. And I was watching all like, yo, this nigga could fight. He lost a couple. He beat Jahi Tucker and all that. That's where I remember him from. But he 14-2, so he don't got the best record. But you know, he been fighting dogs. Like he don't be ducking nobody. Nicholas Flies. I fuck with Nicholas Flies. But I don't know. My dad don't really, you know, it's crazy. Like my dad used to be just like me, bro. Like watch all the fights and all that shit. Now he just, you know what I'm saying? He just be to himself. I think he just be so in tune with the boxing game, just like on his own shit. And he don't really care what nobody else got going on. Sergio Martinez was nasty. I used to fuck with Cotto at the time, so I grew to not like Sergio for a little bit. Cause I thought he was a threat to Cotto. I didn't know he had the knee problems like that. But after, you know, the Cotto shit, I really grew to admire him. I fuck with him. Look at Jamal new story 8 minutes ago and let us know as a coach what you see. Okay. Let me actually bring that comment up. Yo, there was a bunch of Ricans that was going against Cotto. Ironically, too, Lorenzo, they thought Sergio was going to get him. And maybe he could have if, you know, he wasn't fucked up. But hold on, Jamal Charlo. So like Jamal hitting the heavy bag. This looked like a conditioning drill. So this ain't nothing technical or anything like that. He's just getting his hands moving, getting them shoulders burning, getting the heart rate up. That's all he doing. I mean, ain't nothing. Yeah, he doing like he doing conditioning drills. So I can't really break it down technically because it ain't like he doing anything, you know, too specific. Look like he doing something that we call burnouts. You feel what I'm saying? Where you just like you push yourself to fatigue, or you do like a few like you punch in spurts, you rest, punch in spurts, rest. You know what I mean? Nothing really much to think. Nothing crazy to really say about that. If he was shadow boxing or whatever the case was, I could probably give you a better breakdown, but I mean nothing crazy. Salute, salute. The Chavez fighting that 12th round aged him. I don't know, bro. Like it was his legs. I don't know. What the fuck happened with Sergio's legs? What happened to his knees? Say he had multiple knee surgeries. Phew. He had 2 knee surgeries before his fight against Cotto. Phew. Wow. He always wore a knee brace, so that's just an issue he had. Okay. A lot of fighters had knee problems. I can't imagine that, bro. Thank God. Knock on wood. I hope I never had them injuries, bro. Like my knees, bro. You ready for the rain this whole week? Nah, nigga, I'm not. I'm already sick. He was a cyclist. Oh, so this nigga just an athlete. They say he's to play soccer too. Hmm. Let's get one more question in before I get up out of here, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna be on this long, but I'm feeling all right. So yeah. Yeah, I see he came back for a little bit. I seen Sergio got ranked in the sanctioning body too, while he made his little comeback or whatever, but he was actually winning too. What's up? But yeah, he probably just had some shit to get off his system, get out his system. Fury Usyk, I can't wait for this fight, man. This fight is really gonna. We gotta see what adjustments Fury make. I think that's what's gonna be the deciding factor. You feel what I'm saying? Is he gonna still try to box, Usyk, or is he gonna take a page out of his, second fight, third fight with Deontay Wilder and use his weight? You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. If I'm in Fury corner, I'm trying to make this a brawl. You feel what I'm saying? Fight the nigga dirty, lean on him. You know what I'm saying? Use every dirty tactic that you could get away with, bro. Make this shit a fight. Do not make this a battle of wits. You feel what I'm saying? But then this the thing. Usyk, he's shown to have the power necessary to hurt Fury. So that might make Fury hesitant in the sense because that was the biggest, result of the fight. That's what I think swung the fight in, Usyk, way, permanently. You know what I mean? That was like the deciding factor in that fight. He hit him with a big shot. Fury took a long time to recover. His legs was all over the place. He falling all over the ring. You feel what I'm saying? So, if they going skill for skill, I think Usyk gonna get him. So what I'm trying to say is he's gonna have to, and if he makes it a brawl, he might run into some shots from Usyk. So it's gonna be a risk regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it would be foolish to do the same game plan the first time. I said the same shit about Kieran and Boots. I said Kieran would be a fool to go in here and try to box Boots like he did the first fight. Because he ain't win a single round. What did Kieran do? Change the whole approach up. Fury has to change the whole approach up. You feel what I'm saying? And, I'm going to say this too, and I've been saying this. I think that punishment from that first and third Wilder fights, I think that shit has had an effect on Fury. I've been saying this shit, yo. I think that Fury's a damaged fighter. His ability to take a punch is not the same. I just think you think Usyk's pace, volume, footwork, and intelligence is too much. That definitely, and that's why the first fight didn't work out that way. So what does Fury have to do in order to neutralize the volume, footwork, and intelligence? He gonna have to make this a brawl. He gonna have to make this a Royal Rumble out this motherfucker, bro. Not about to sit here and play chess with this nigga for what? I hope Fury takes that into consideration because if he sit here and try to box this nigga again, because I heard him say like in a press conference, he was like, "Oh well, I thought I was boxing well, and I only lost by a round or whatever the case was, whatever he said." He said, "So I just gotta be a little better than I was that night." No, you need to switch the whole approach up because what you're not taking into consideration is that Usyk feel like he got your number now. He know which he already know what tools you got in your toolbox. He already know how you box. He know what you good at, what you not good at. He know what shots you're gonna be looking for. Like you gotta switch the whole shit up, brother. Yeah, I seen the uppercut. Fury always had a sharp uppercut though. We seen that shit with Dillian White and all that. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna be doing some. Well, I don't know, bro, because people don't really tune into the live fight commentary because they busy watching the fight. So I might just give you guys my post fight reaction to it because that's when everybody gonna be tuned in. Yeah, I heard Fury say that shit during the press conference. He said, "I just gotta be a little better than I was that night in order to defeat Usyk." It's like, no, you gotta switch the whole approach up. Because if you think that he's not gonna make adjustments, that would be very arrogant and silly for you to believe. Usyk making adjustments just like you. That's what make these rematches dangerous. Because you already got a sense of who y'all are as fighters. So it's really gonna come down to You know what I'm saying? Who more intelligent and who team could, map out the better game plans? Yeah, Usyk won at 8-4. Yeah. I didn't score, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I'm gonna definitely score this one. I actually enjoy scoring fights. I might sign up for USA Boxing, a judge, and officiate fights. Once my son get a little older and he can move around, on his own a little bit more, I'm gonna sign up for USA Boxing to be a ref and a judge, and then just move my way from there. Then transition to the pros, start judging pro fights, start officiating pro fights. I want to do that. I want to be able to say I did everything when it's all said and done. Coach fighters, done fought myself. You know what I'm saying? Do commentary, officiate fights, judge fights. You feel what I'm saying? Should be fire. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. If y'all can hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. You see what I'm saying? And by the way, man, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. You know what I mean? They played a good game. They played a good game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody was talking about how good the Steelers defense was, and they showed out. So salute to the Eagles and all that shit. That's just for my Philly people. You feel me? But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'll be back at y'all with another live, possibly a new video tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, this is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.